Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bulldog Barbecue. You are feasting your eyes on a beautiful full slab of ribs, and I'm showing you this right now because this is the before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the before in terms of the full rib right there, and give you a visual on where we are going to do some trimming. So we have the brisket bone that's going to be going right along this area right here. We're trimming that. Got some flat meat we need to go ahead and get rid of and use for another purpose. And if you look on the back side, we have some extra fat and some trimming to do right along here. You'll see some extra fat right there. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you the pre, and then I'll show you the post. Okay, welcome back. And you're probably wondering, hey, this doesn't look too different. What have you been doing, you slacker? That was a term one of my students used this week. Said, hey, partner with me with whoever you want, but don't put me with a slacker. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, wanted to go ahead and show you because I think sometimes with these videos, people trim, and then there's that awkward silence while you're watching them trim and that sort of thing. Why not just show you the before and then after and what you trimmed? So the first thing I did is I went ahead and trimmed this extra flap meat right over here. Then I took the brisket bone right over here on up through the very first rib. And once you separate this out, you will see we have a very nice St. Louis style rib. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the backside right here that we trimmed off some fat. We have some additional trimming to do right over here, but wanted to go ahead and show you that I have the membrane that I'm going to go ahead and pull on up and be getting rid of that. And you know what, if you want to leave this on, it's going to render, meaning it's going to go ahead and melt, and that's not a bad thing to have too. So here we have our rib. Going to go ahead and prepare the other piece for rib ends, if you will, some riblets. So we're going to prepare those too, so I'll show you when those are ready to go. All right, I'm back, and I just want to show you what I did. You know, I'm one of those that I like to try new things. I like to go ahead and just experiment, as I'm sure a lot of you out there do. And so what I've done is instead of using a traditional mustard or even duck fat as a binder, you know, I'm using some, and I'll show you just a picture in just a second, some Bruno's red wine vinegar. I've mentioned that in my videos before. And it's really cool because it provides flavor and it acts as a little tenderizer there too. And then I have some minced garlic, and I put that on both the front side and the back side. So just want to show you that before I add the rub. All right, take a look at this. There's our rub, and it is looking great. Nice color right there. I'm using good old Earl Campbell's barbecue rub. I've used this for beef ribs before, but I haven't used this for pork ribs, so I'm really looking forward to it. There's a picture. Look at Earl. Looks like he can still play today, huh? And then the minced garlic, and of course, Bruno's red wine vinegar. Definitely got to pick some of that up. So I will see you all in 24 hours when it's time to fire up the grill. Well, hello everyone. A very pleasant afternoon, and actually it is a very pleasant afternoon. Beautiful day out here. We got sun, even though it's in January, and the grill has been started. Wanted to show you what I'm doing today before I put the ribs on, and later on the brisket bone and some of those pieces that maybe get kind of tossed aside. So I'm going to be using a dual zone today, so I want to go ahead and show that to you. So if you take a look right there, everybody, you're going to see that we have basically a second layer. We're going to be using that second layer to not only give the rollover effect with the smoke, but to also keep that set of ribs close to the temperature to give me a better idea of how it is and keep them tender. All right, everyone, it is showtime. If you see right over there, we are at 275 degrees, and we have our ribs and the portions that were actually cut off to make more of a St. Louis style. We're going to go ahead and add those on the dual zone. Take a look at this. We got the dual zone going right over there. So we're going to go ahead and add that, and we're going to go ahead and put the ribs in the center, and then the brisket bone and the other piece is the flat meat is going to be going towards me because there's less heat in that area. So here we go. Welcome back. We are about an hour in. I've just sprayed the ribs, the brisket bone, and that top flat portion. And what I did is I went ahead and wrapped the brisket bone and the foil and also wrapped the flap section of the foil because they actually are cooking a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and let them continue to cook, and then I'm going to actually let them rest while the big slab cooks. Keep you posted. By the way, wouldn't be an episode of Bulldog Barbecue if we didn't have bulldogs. There's Blue. Hey, Blue. And Charlie. All right. 2 hour mark. Game time. And we're going to do a couple things right now. We're going to go ahead and wrap the ribs in foil. Now, our flap section and the brisket bone, they've been in foil for the past hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap them in this towel right here and let them go ahead and rest while we complete the last hour of the ribs on the ceramic grill. Okay, just about ready to double wrap these, but I wanted to go ahead and show you something kind of close up. You want to look for the separation. Look at that evenness, the separation of the bone from the meat and how it's even. That's an indication that you are doing what you want to do in terms of getting an even amount of heat, even amount of smoke to your ribs. So just want to go ahead and point that out. Okay, here we are. I have my smoked mac and cheese, which is underneath. I'm going to go ahead and put the ribs right on top of that right now for that last hour of cooking. It's going to be great. All right, everyone, here is the final picture of the ribs, the flap section, and the brisket. Kind of a funny thing that happened. This piece right over here, when I was actually putting the sauce on, was so tender that it actually came off of the bone. It actually was that tender. So just to kind of give you an idea right over here, you see how easily, I should say, the rib separates right there, guys. And I just want to go and show you right there. Take a look at that. Nice smoke ring, nice tenderness. I am sorry that I cannot share this with you, but I hope that you enjoyed today's presentation. Hope the suggestion on doing the towel wrap with the brisket and taking that out a little earlier works for you. And next time, I will actually let you in on my smoked mac and cheese for another time. As for now, this is Bulldog Barbecue reminding you to keep on smoking meat that is